Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, right here on FanStream Sports. Welcome into the program. Welcome in to the network. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube channel. Watching with us live each Monday, 5 p.m. Central, 6 o'clock Eastern is our recap show. Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern is our preview show for the upcoming weekend. Solo show. If you're a fan of the Johnny Free From the Rough, you're in for a treat today because Johnny's on drunk golf assignment. I am IndyCar Tim here for you, taking you through a loaded week across 3 tours. And honestly, this kind of feels like one of those weeks where you can feel the season starting to take shape a little bit. Careers are moving, expectations are changing, and if you blink, you might miss something important. Let's start on the PGA Tour because Chris Gotterup just announced himself in a very loud way. He did not just win the Sony Open in Hawaii. He took masterful control of it. He came into Sunday chasing Davis Riley, watched Riley stumble early, and then did exactly what elite players do. They step on the accelerator, and they don't look back. A closing 6 under 64 at YLI. 3 massive birdies on the back nine, and suddenly nobody else in the field mattered but Chris. It wasn't just about power, although, yes, he was hitting absolute rockets, 330 plus off the tee on a course where that normally punishes guys with that kind of approach. But this was about putting, and for Chris, this week it was more importantly about composure. 20 feet on 12, 25 feet on 13. The toughest hole on the course. A perfectly placed tee shot on the par 3 17th. That is not just early season tournament golf, boys and girls. That is tournament golf. Gotterup said afterwards that he felt in control of his brain. And if you play this game, you know exactly what a rare feeling that actually is. Think about this. 1 year ago, he left this tournament ranked number 195 in the world. This year, he's number 17 as he leaves with his 3rd win. That's not momentum. That is a career pivot. This is his 3rd straight season with a PGA Tour win, including outplaying Rory McIlroy at the Scottish Open and winning the Myrtle Beach Classic as a rookie. I think we're past the Chris Gotterup is a nice story phase here. I think we are now where Chris Gotterup is knocking on the door of potentially an A-list player. And I'm here for it. I like Chris. Another guy we need to keep an eye open here for is Ryan Gerard. Gerard. I don't know where that came from. Quietly a runner-up again. Quietly climbing inside the top tiers. Quietly positioning himself as a future major championship presence. He's not loud. He's not flashy. But Ryan Gerard is coming. Get ready for the Ryan Gerard show, I believe, sooner than later here on the PGA Tour. So congratulations to Chris Gotterup. Congratulations to the boys. A masterful Sony Open. We now look forward to next week, which we will preview for you guys on Wednesday when Johnny returns. So I believe he will be live in studio with me in the Dallas FanStream Sports Studios on Wednesday. So as we move forward here on the PGA Tour, the question won't be if Gotterup belongs. Now it is how high is Chris Gotterup's ceiling, I think is where we are with this. The Korn Ferry Tour, where everything is on the line. Let's shift to Korn Ferry because if the PGA Tour is about validation, the Korn Ferry Tour is about survival. The season continues this week at the Bahamas Great Abaco Classic. I think I'm saying that right. This field is absolutely stacked with guys who are either trying to get back on the PGA Tour or break through to the PGA Tour for the first time. And let's talk about Taylor Dixon for a second. He opened the season with a bogey-free 72-hole tournament. That almost never happens. It's not one of those stats that makes other professionals, or it is one of those stats that just makes other professionals sort of stare at the leaderboard and shake their heads. He's already proven he can win. Now he's setting the tone early in the year, which matters because, remember, only the top 20 earn their PGA Tour cards at the end of the season. Not 21, not 25, just the top 20. Then there's Hunter Eichhorn, who continues to do what he can to do this the hard way. Open qualifiers, limited status, grinding his way into relevance. He's already stacking up top finishes, and this feels like a year where he could finally turn effort into opportunity. And let's not forget about Blades Brown. He's 18 years old. He already owns a runner-up finish on the Korn Ferry Tour. He looks completely unfazed by professional golf. He finished last season inside the top 20 on points and now has full status. That is not normal, boys and girls. This tour, though, does not care how old you are. It doesn't care where you're from. It only cares if you can shoot numbers. And this field is full of guys who can shoot numbers. The week matters because momentum on the Korn Ferry Tour is everything. One good month can change your life, and one bad stretch can end it. Let's head overseas now, because if you missed the finish at the Dubai Invitational, you missed one of the more dramatic closing holes we've seen in a while. Nacho Elvira did the unthinkable. He kept it clean. While guys like Rory, McIlroy, and Shane Lowry were melting down on the 18th hole, bunkers, water, missed fairways, Elvira calmly made par and stole the trophy by one shot. It is his third DP Tour win, and the moment afterward said everything. His wife, his kids, sprinting onto the green. A reminder that for every superstar headline, there are guys grinding for years waiting for one clean Sunday. Lowry found sand, then he found water. Rory missed the fairway, missed the green, and Rory missed the moment. Rory said afterward that he wasn't even focused on winning. He was just trying to piece his game together, which honestly tells you where he is mentally early in the season. The game's close. The sharpness is not quite there yet for him. And the tour barely pauses before heading to the Dubai Desert Classic, which is basically a revenge tournament for half the field. Rory will be there. Shane will be there. And the desert has a funny way of amplifying pressure. So, what are we watching for this week? Again, we'll have a preview on Wednesday, a full preview on Wednesday for all three tournaments. And then later in the month, we will add our LPGA previews and recaps to the slate here on From the Rough for you. But what we're going to be watching for as we enter the week, can Chris Gotterup confirm that this leap is not temporary? We'll be watching for who separates early on the Korn Ferry Tour before this logjam hits. Does Rory sharpen up quickly, or is this a longer ramp-up for him this year? And which expected name is about to crash the party? This is the part of the season where storylines are born, not finished. Careers don't get defined in January, but they all absolutely get directed here. And we will be watching it all right here on From the Rough for you. It's a short one. It's abbreviated. I get it, but we had to get one out here for you today. Don't forget, From the Rough brought to you by Orion Golf at oriongolf.com. It is golf course facilities management. If you guys are part of a country club, a municipal course, a driving range, any part of golf, Orion Golf Management can help you guys. They can help you with staffing, with events, with F&B, with merchandise, event planning, all of it at oriongolf.com. Head over there, oriongolf.com. Let them know Tim and Johnny at From the Rough on FanStream Sports sent you. They will be able to help you out, either holding your hand all the way, or hell, they'll just do it for you if you want them to. They can help you in a number of ways. Head over to oriongolf.com. Let them know we sent you and find out how they can help you move your golf business forward at oriongolf.com. So that's going to do it for us. I'm IndyCar Tim. Johnny, be back next week. Apologize for the abbreviated episode, but this is where we're at as the season gets underway. Sometimes you got to plan better, right? We will be back on Wednesday in studio. Me and Johnny both in studio in the North Dallas studios off the Tollway in Frankfurt. Make sure you join us live at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern for a full episode of From the Rough as we preview PGA. We preview DP World Tour. We will talk about the Korn Ferry happening this week. And again, boys and girls, as we get into the calendar a little bit later in January, we're going to add LPGA coverage to all of this for you. And we will be inside the ropes at selected tournaments this year. Thanks to our friends at the PGA Tour, allowing us now as FanStream Sports to do that for you guys. So we can't wait to bring you all of the golf coverage this year right here at FanStream Sports. I'll be at some of the select tournaments. Johnny will be at some of the select tournaments. Our FanStream Sports co-host Scott Hamilton will be at some of the tournaments over on the East Coast for you. Maybe even the Masters as we ramp up our coverage in 2026. I'm IndyCar Tim, back Wednesday, 5 o'clock Central on FanStream Sports. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.